Stop trying to get somewhere and just be where you are. Let that sink in. Stop trying to get somewhere and be where you are. How am I looking today? How am I looking today? Okay. All right, let's get into it. Hi, everyone. My name is Tiff, and I'm on a journey to total wellness. Holistic wellness has always felt something that just wasn't for me, something that was for, I don't know, rich people, people that had the time, people that had the resources. I was always just focused on the grind and trying to, get things done and live up to what everybody around me expects of me. That felt normal to me. That felt like what everybody else was doing. And it took me a while to kind of realize that that's not healthy, that's not normal. And it wasn't until my body actually told me, stop, you need to take a break, or the wheels are going to start falling off. And that's when it made me kind of realize, I need to take my wellness into my own hands. I can't wait for anybody else to do it for me. I have to be the one to look at my body, figure out what's going wrong, and fix it before it's too late, to be honest. So I've been on a journey to find ways to make this happen while still working a 9 to 5, and I'm here to tell you that it is possible. But let's start from the very beginning, and that'll kind of help show you guys how I ended up here and why I'm here to share my story, because I feel like it is so important, and I can't be the only one that experienced this. And I just want to make sure that I am able to reach those and help us find a community, because I feel like that's one thing that I was lacking for so long, is just feeling like it was up to me. I was all by myself figuring things out, and I promise you, you are not alone. So if you're here and my video found you, take this as a sign. So back in the beginning, I was working my first big 9 to 5 job out of college, and it was everything that I had wanted in college. I'd studied hard, worked hard. My family is immigrants to the States, and so that was kind of the thing, like go to college, get a big job, and live that big life. That's why they're here. And so that's what I did. It turned out that the job that I found was way more than a 9 to 5. It was more like 9 to midnight. Who knows? Lost track of time for sure. But it was not at all aligning with my soul. I felt like I was a robot waking up every day going to work just because I had to, because that's the type of person that I am. I have an obligation, I have a responsibility. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it to the best of my capabilities. Sometimes a little bit too much so, to where I pour 150% of myself into the responsibility. And that's what I was doing with my job. There's a few years in that I ultimately started to feel physically sick from the stress. I was dreading the drive to work, going to work, sitting there all day, because my job just wasn't aligning with my spirit and what my body was actually wanting to create in this world. I think that was the one thing that really made me realize that I need to take a step back and figure things out, because you shouldn't hate something that you're spending majority of your week doing. That's unheard of, and it's not worth it, honestly. So yeah, I ended up feeling very sick. I was always just feeling unsettled in my stomach. Physically, I just felt unwell. I felt tired, lethargic, drained, and I just felt like I was forcing myself to keep going every day. And trust me, that isn't normal, but let me tell you, I was acting like it was. I would just keep getting up every day, no matter what. No matter how I felt, I would just keep going, because I figured, oh, maybe this is what everybody goes through. Maybe this is what the hustle and everyone's stressed. So, it shouldn't just be something that I'm worried about. Like, let me just push it to the side. Like, what matters right now are these numbers and this deck that I have to get out. And eventually it got to a point where my body was like, take a break, please, or this is going to be bad. So I did that. I ended up taking a step back. It was very scary. Something in the industry that I was in that isn't normal. People don't take months off of work, but I had to. And that, trust me, was just such a scary conversation to have with my manager. Of course, they were 100% supportive, which, I mean, if you're a human, you're going to be supportive. Kind of breaking from the matrix that we're all so used to and realizing what's really important in life. And I was missing that thing, the thing that was most important, living life. How am I just going to go through every day just like a robot, going to work, coming back home, eating a meal, not even putting any thought into that, lazily watching TV, going to sleep, repeat? That's not normal. So I set out to make a change not only for myself, but for the people around me, because I feel like it was becoming very obvious that I was losing myself. And it became a big goal of mine to get better physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, socially, all the things. That's what total wellness is. And I never thought that I could achieve that. And it took a few years, to be honest. I'm definitely in a much better place now, so it's not all doom and gloom. I love my job that I have now. It's amazing. It's aligned with what I want to do. I have really good balance in life. I'm able to pursue different hobbies, go to the gym regularly, find different passions and interests outside of work. My life isn't just revolving around work 24/7 anymore. And I'm finding joy in the little things, like I mentioned earlier. I actually look up in the sky now. I take note of the beautiful clouds. I take note of the sunsets. I am that person. And I never thought that I could get there, but it makes me so happy to finally feel like that life is achievable for me. And I'm completely happy now. Like, a few years ago, all I could think of was climbing the corporate ladder, doing the next thing, getting from point A to point B. And the important thing is, I'm not living to work. I am working to live. That's the important thing. I feel like so many of us kind of get caught up in the matrix of it all. We're so used to what our peers are doing, especially if you went to college and you went to a college that was very pre-professional. It's very easy to feel like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this because that's the track and that's what everybody's doing. So that's what I should be following, and that's what's expected of me. But breaking out of that matrix and doing something different from what all of your friends are doing or what your family expects of you, that takes hard work. And sometimes it's going to feel like you can't do it, but I am living proof that you can. I mean, I was so sucked up into the rat race. How many of us are doing that? How many of us are constantly trying to get somewhere, trying to go from point A to point B, like I mentioned, always rushing? I mean, when you get outside, are you taking a moment to just appreciate being alive and being around all the things that are in your surroundings? Or are you just quickly getting in your car, quickly driving to work, rush hour, getting mad at people on the road? Think about that. Stop trying to get somewhere and just be where you are. Let that sink in. Stop trying to get somewhere and be where you are. And yeah, I truly forgot that. But now I've found my voice, my passions, I found my health. I've become so, so, so passionate about clean eating and living life fully and being present and being mindful. That I never would have envisioned that I would become that type of person. Yet here I am, and I am so, so thankful that I have found that, because now I cannot picture going back to the life that I used to live, as I like to call it, being stuck in the matrix. And I want to help people do the same. I want to help you guys break out of the matrix. I want to build a community where we all feel like we're cheering each other on and helping each other find that total wellness and able to break out of the matrix and live the life that we all want to live. Happy, healthy, surrounded by love, putting love out into the world. That's what I want to help you all find. So on this channel, you can expect to hear all of that from me, in addition to things about self-love and general wellness. Clean eating. I am huge on clean eating here. I hope to record some what I eat in a day vlogs, show you guys some cool healthy recipes, because I know y'all are gonna say clean eating can be nasty, what about X, Y, and Z? But let me tell you, you can make delicious meals that are simple ingredients and are actually good for your body. So yeah, I'm also going to talk about healing and mindset shifts, because that is what it is. That's what it takes. It's shifting your mind from what you are used to, what everyone's telling you to do, they expect of you, what you see on TV, what you see online. You need to break yourself away from that and figure out what's important to you. And so I'm going to be spending a lot of time talking about that and things that I did, tips and tricks that really helped me. And a lot of that's also going to take inner work, and I'm going to help you guys through that too. So if that all sounds of interest to you, please feel comfortable subscribing and sticking around, because I've got plenty more where that comes from, plenty more story times, plenty more advice. I want this to feel like a sister-to-sister conversation. A lot of it will be sit-downs like this. We'll get cute, maybe have our teas with us, and we'll just have an honest and open conversation. I want this to be a community, because that's what I was missing for years, is a group of people that have experienced similar things to me and don't want to keep experiencing them. People that want to live life. That is what I'm looking for, and that is what I hope you all can find here through my channel. So yeah, this is my first video. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely anxious to put this up there, because I'll be sharing a lot about my story and kind of what I went through on this channel, and that is very vulnerable, but I also think it'll be very cathartic as well for me, and hopefully for you guys watching this video and any of my future videos. So yeah, I really want to get to know you all. I can't emphasize that enough. So please, please, please comment, use community features, share your stories, what you've been through, so we can all grow together. And yeah, I'll try to post every Monday evenings, East Coast time, to start, and we will go from there. I hope to see you all on the next one. Bye for now.